But then trade shocks is still a new global tariff to reshape the economy. In a sweeping executive order signed August 1st, and set to take effect on August 7th, President Trump reactivated and broadened tariff policy, targeting nearly every trading partner. Countries with a United States trade surplus face 10% tariffs, while those with a deficit face 15% or higher. Specific trade retaliation rates increase with some nations, like Brazil, saw its duties up to 50%. We saw this tweet from President Donald Trump on X, where he said, "Tariffs are making America great and rich again. They were successfully used against the United States of America for decades, and coupled with really dumb, pathetic, and crooked politicians, were having a devastating impact on the future and even the survival of our country. Now the tide has completely turned." And America has successfully countered this onslaught of tariff used against it. Well, we see that this marks the second phase of Trump's Liberation Day trade doctrine, which began on April 2nd, with tariffs up to 50%, followed by a 90-day pause and renegotiation window for trade partners. Now, when deadlines expired, the administration struck deals with about 11 countries, but for many, punitive tariffs remain. Administration proponents argue the policy boosts the United States' industrial competitiveness, generates fresh one-time revenue estimated over 150 billion US dollars, and nudges traditional trade partners towards fairer, American-centric terms. Now, the average import tariff rate rose from 2.5% to 18.3%. The highest since the 1930s. So the stocks markets, though, reacted sharply, with the United States, European, and Asian indices slipping over 1.2% on news of the impending tariffs. Now, analysts caution soaring costs for consumers and disruption of global supply chain. Legal experts question the constitutional legality of the tariffs, leading to court challenges under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act. One, the United States Trade Court has issued a permanent injunction blocking earlier tariff orders. But then critics warn that many manufacturing firms like Ford, Stellantis, Procter and Gamble are already grappling with rising input costs, and there is concern about inflationary pressure and slowed GDP growth. Despite some negotiated press pauses, uncertainty remains high for businesses and consumers alike. But then we see, that the tariff seems to be bringing back the United States to the history of a great economic nation.